So, Elon Musk, the founder and co founder and CEO of the most innovative companies of this decade Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, OpenAI, Hyperloop, PayPal, Zip2, XCOM, and probably many others we don't even know of. It did in one go. Damn these overachievers. Sorry. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, Elon Musk. So he had founded a company on December 2016, literally on the backseat of a car, agonized by LA's soul-crushing traffic, stating that he will create a three-tunnel system to facilitate traffic management and hence solving the world's biggest problem. Um, no, not the world's biggest problem, because that would be population, but yeah, a major one. So Elon Musk's favorite hobby, and he called it the Boring Company. I know, right? He founded a company when he was bored. I mean, look at me. I can't even find my other sock, man. Okay, alright. I know what you're thinking. Like, I don't even wear socks. But that was on my script, man. And it's not like AI has progressed that much that I can make my own choices and eliminate the shit my writer writes for me. But one day it will. Anyway, so a few days back, the public test of the first tunnel, just shy of a mile long, has started. Stay tuned to see how the tech-savvy messiah of our time will rescue us with their boring traffic jams with a more boring solution. Haha, get that. The Boring Company, in contradiction to its name, has a pretty interesting idea. According to Elon Musk, the traffic and congestion on roads are obvious and inevitable, the reason being that our roads have a 2D structure, but our homes have a 3D structure, having multiple stories. So Elon proposed a three-tunnel system that is a multiple levels of tunnels underground where there is still space, and actually a lot of it. He also claims that there must be at least 10 levels of tunnels for this to reach the point of being efficient and solve all traffic problems once and for all. You might be wondering, why tunnels? The flying cars kind of transportation too has a 3D layout. Why not get better with them? But as stated in the Boring Company's website, it is pretty obvious flying cars, although having some unmatched perks, have quite a few shortcomings. They are noisy, hard to control, and put people under it at risk. And personally, if you'd ask me, there's a lot other things like cost of vehicle, regular flight inspections, safety regulations, high energy requirements in this already energy deprived world of ours, so on and so forth. Coming back to tunnels, Boring Company released this concept video. Here we can see cars getting in through lifts placed in roads, placed in an autonomous kind of thing and sent off in what seems like an autonomous assembly line. Too sci-fi-ish to be true, right? But hey, we must not forget who the CEO and founder of this company is. According to the Boring Company, these skates are autonomously controlled and are moving in speeds of 124 miles per hour or 200 kmph. Mind blown, right? We can also see pods or rather bus kind of things at the end of the video, thereby increasing the throughput of the number of people which currently the company will be favoring more than private cars. This, my friends, is the intellectual model of the Boring Company. Now one might ask, this must be one of the most thought-provoking and enthralling concepts of this decade. So what's the deal with the name The Boring Company? Turns out, tunneling business is 90% or even more boring. That is making holes in and under the ground. And to bore, one needs boring machines. These treasury emptying behemoths, known as tunnel boring machines or TBM. The Boring Company has already acquired two of these, namely Godot, named after the play Waiting for Godot, and Line Storm, named after the poem A Line Storm Strong, and has plans to indigenously build another TBM of the name Prufrock after the poem The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Godot is a conventional TBM which the Boring Company acquired to understand the engineering behind the TBM. Now you must be wondering, Elon Musk doing something the conventional way? Did I hear this right? Actually, no. Although they didn't build Godot, the innovation they bring to the table is in the form of the tunneling process itself, having it run all electric instead of the conventional diesel, making slight changes to run it 24/7 continuously, and an Elon Musk special running it autonomously without the need of an operator. Now, Goddard was eventually outdid by Linestorm in early 2018, which is also a conventional TBM but a highly modified one, having a hybrid design which turns out to be 2-3 times faster than any TBM manufactured pre 2018. And next comes the Proof Rock, a fully Boring Company designed machine which is supposed to be 10 times or more faster than any conventional boring machines till date. Its design has been finalized and is presently under development in hopes for deployment in 2019. So it's pretty evident, right? The Boring Company hopes to develop faster and more efficient boring solution. And accordingly, the founder and CEO, Musk himself said that the company's goal is to enhance tunneling speed enough such that establishing a tunnel network is financially feasible. He also added that as of now, a conventional TBM is like 14 times slower than a snail. The Boring Company strives to defeat the snail in the race. Speaking of snails, meet Gary, the mascot of the Boring Company. Doesn't this remind you of something? Alright. All that seems too good to be true. We want some proof of concept here, right? So this dropped on the social media one fine day. Pretty amazing, right? But yeah, skeptics among you would say, yo, what went wrong with the autonomous skate thing? Is that 120 kmph? This be the future or the past? So on and so forth. Yeah, I would answer all of that. But first, let me tell you how they got here. So after being found, or rather announced in December of 2016, the Boring Company started its first operation in Feb of 2017 itself. Employing some of the SpaceX employees, they started digging a hole on the parking space of the SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. They did this in the SpaceX premises so as to evade the government permits one requires to bore a tunnel. Later, Elon announced that they would be acquiring a TBM till April 2017 to start digging a test tunnel there itself, and so upon that rock the church was built. And fast forward to 6 December 2018 when Elon announced the test tunnel would be open for public demo on 18th of December. The demo was pretty amazing. One would get in Tesla Model X, get down to the tunnel level, and then accelerate the ruthless way, the one a Tesla Model X does, and beam away through the 1.14-mile long tunnel at a disappointing speed of 40 miles per hour or 60 kmph. And the ride disappointingly too was a very bumpy one as per reports. The reason given later that night was that the paving wasn't done properly due to the paving machine's access of the tunnel, thereby causing the guiding wheels to bump the side of the tunnel tracks. Hence, the ride didn't go smooth and was too scary for it to go over 30 to 40 miles per hour. Although Elon claimed to have tested it with a speed of 120 miles per hour. I don't know how, man. Moreover, the conceptual electric skates were gone and replaced by these retractable guiding wheels, which according to Elon would cost $200 to $300 to install and which converts any car into a rail-guided train. As for the skates, Elon said that now the car is the skate and the pods will be replaced by some dedicated pedestrian vehicles lapping around the tunnel, and the rest who want to benefit from the tunnel will have to be autonomous electric vehicles where the electric is there so as to prevent the toxic gases released in the tunnel, and the autonomous is there so that the vehicles don't collide to one another. Pretty fair if you'd ask me, because by the time these get deployed in the real world, Autonomous electric vehicles will be the norm. And we must remember, this is a very early stage. And this tunnel is basically what in the world of innovation is known as the proof of concept. But this test on itself was a major breakthrough in tunneling. The entire mile-long test tunnel was built just using $10 million.
Hey Rex, sorry, but can you lend me some money? I need to go buy some wood for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, how much do you need?
Just 10 more bucks, bro.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I did say just, because in the tunneling business, this 10 million per mile is very cheap. As a reference, the Silver Line in Washington DC cost 300 million per mile. New York's Second Avenue subway will be more like 2.5 billion per mile, according to the New York Times. And all this just using the Goddard or V1 TBM. Imagine what they could have achieved using the Lionstorm or V2, which is 2 to 3 times faster, and then the Proof Rock or V3, which is under development and should be operational next year, according to Elon, and is estimated to be 10 times faster. So it is evident that they have got pretty good in their internals, which is probably the idea behind this venture, so as to get better in tunneling. So when SpaceX will move forward with colonizing Mars in the far future, digging there for resources will be the child's play for them. I know, I'm reaching for the moon here. But hey, we must remember we are talking of Elon Musk. He probably has thought about humanity's future 200 years hence. Going back to Earth, financially, Boring Company has raised $112.5 million in funding, mostly in equity, 90% of which comes from Elon Musk himself, and the rest are from 31 unnamed investors. Early on, the company sold Boring Company baseball hats and a very cool flamethrower. The tacky name, not a flamethrower, to evade customs restrictions. All these promotional merchandise raised about $10 million itself. For the future, they have bricks made out of dirt they dug out of the Hawthorne test tunnel. They also plan to introduce life-size Lego-style interlocking bricks kit to build sculptures and buildings. So yeah, test tunnel was a success, both with respect of engineering and the goal. It's probably years till the time when we, the public, could use the facilities of these marvels of the time. But yes, these surely are the baby steps to a more efficient, time-saving, and less congested future. And with that, we come to the end of our first video. Thank you for watching. Hell, that was a lot of fun and learning. Hope to keep doing this and feeding you nerds with good, nasty information. So like the video if you liked it, be compassionate. Please, this is clearly a beta stage for us. Most suitably an alpha stage if there was something like that. Yeah, there is. And if you didn't like the video, please do comment on what went wrong for you. And please do subscribe for more amazing content like this.